Chafing Armor Podcast, Episode 91, Back Alley Brawl. Welcome back to the Chafing Armor Podcast. I'm your host and lovable Dungeon Master, Michael Corley. And with me today is Dare. Dare, tell everybody who you will be playing.
Howdy, y'all. This is Dare, and I am playing your favorite gnome cleric, Tix Birchmanson, with a superior attitude and diminished height.
Okay. And also with us is Riley. Riley, tell us who you will be playing.
Hello, I'm playing Thora Greyfield, a tiefling fighter.
Wonderful, wonderful. Glad to have you on the team. And with us also is James. James, tell everyone who you will be playing.
Hoopy-doo, it's James, and I'm playing the ever-popular Pentangelus Spellscale Sorcerer.
Indeed, indeed. We're one of the few places where his prettiness is at a disadvantage. Also with us tonight is Izzy. Izzy, tell us who you will be playing.
Hail and well met, traveler. If you answer my 3 riddles, I shall tell. I'm playing Berezi Mugraw, half-orc barbarian.
Indeed, and we have solved your riddle of your name. And also with us tonight is Lee. Lee, tell us who you will be playing. Okay, Lee? Okay, I think he might not be quite on yet. So we're gonna plow on, and he'll I'm sure join in just a little bit. When we last left our players, they had come to the northern city of Zintil Keep in the kingdom of Hyboria. They were looking for a tiefling named Prognati, who supposedly had information about getting the Staff of Seraphim to work correctly. And while they were in Zintil Keep, they discovered that a lot, if not all or most of the people there are racist against the non-quote-unquote good races, the ones like elves and humans and dwarves and gnomes. And so they did not take well to this chicken hut come a-walking in with these strange creatures. During the adventures, they went to the outer area, and they assisted a necromancer, of all things. They assisted a necromancer by the name of Gorluin, was able to help her. She was under assault by her own undead creatures who had been taken over by a hag with a penchant for necromancy. Wonder who that could be. And towards the very end, she got a strange look in her eye, and she told all of you, as the sun was just beginning to rise, that your friend Osokai, who had gone off on his own to kind of get things together after almost dying on multiple occasions, that he needed some time to himself, that he was in terrible danger, and that he was near the inn, the Bobcat's Paw at Zintil Keep. What are y'all going to?
Well, let's go back. That's pretty foreboding.
Yeah, we should go
Indeed.
help him out.
So there is, just give us a little flavor, James, of when there is a real emergency and you're all in a hurry, how you would get Audrey 3, the chicken hut companion of y'all's, to get you up and moving.
Well, I'd have her hunker down so we can all jump in, and then have her run at a frightening
Chicken
pace.
trot.
Absolutely terrifyingly fast.
And as y'all have noted before, the inside of the hut does not quite correspond to the outside, because y'all would just be like flinging about if you were actually. But at this pace, even at this pace, you are really rocking hard as it just boom, boom, boom. These giant legs. There's a reason why the kick from it does 2d10 damage, as you're just flying and covering. You don't even know how fast you're going. How many miles per hour that you are covering as Audrey really pushes herself. You know that she's going to need sustenance soon after this pushing.
Yeah, if she had arms, they would be flailing behind her like Naruto style.
Exactly. As y'all make your way, you come to the side of the keep, to one of the side entrances that is lightly guarded, and there's a single guard there who sees you coming. Do y'all want to do anything?
Wave as we go by.
We've got a writ. It's fine.
Look out below!
Give me just one quick Arcana roll, James.
So I don't accidentally step on him. All right.
I can't resist. I want to see what happens.
Make sure I got my number right. There we go. 21.
21. So y'all imagine the scene from Monty Python where the guy is running towards the guards and it just seems distant forever. He's just looking and then suddenly just whoom, slow motion as Audrey leaps over the narrow gap and lands and keeps going. And the guard is like, Hall? And boom, y'all are gone. You know where the Bobcat Inn is, or the Bobcat's Paw is. And you come skirting up to the front. You don't see anything particular in the front. Just people kind of starting to get up and get about their day.
Yeah.
You are on a fairly main thoroughfare. It's fairly wide. There is, of course, the entrance to the inn, and there is 2 alleyways on each side.
Maybe we should check the back alley.
All right.
Are y'all going to do it from the chicken hut, or are y'all going to...
Tix will hop down and go through the front entrance and make his way back through the kitchen and out to the back door while the others circle around.
Yeah, it's fine. I just wanted to double check. Okay, so since you called it first, Tix, you were taking the lead as you make your way around the back.
No, I'm gonna make my way through the Bobcat Paw. Yeah, I'm gonna go through and send the others around to the alley.
I'm actually gonna excuse me. I'm gonna park Audrey 3 like right at the mouth of the alley and just kind of block it off and have the door facing inward.
Okay. And when you go inside, I think just for funsies, because it's funnier that way, the chicken place. Izzy, what was the name of that chicken place?
Ye Chicken!
Ye Chicken. Check out the previous episodes for the logo that Izzy made. Ye Chicken is actually downstairs of the Bobcat's Paw. So you can see the owner of the Bobcat's Paw, Ivarin, is a kind of stocky human who's kind of sweeping up and getting things ready for the day. And he sees you bursting in through the door, and he's like, What are you doing?
I am exploring and making sure that you are adhering to the proper guidelines for keeping a clean kitchen and an inn. And I'm going to go explore all the way through to make sure that your trash cans are properly stowed.
Well, I've never heard of such a thing. Make either a diplomacy, persuasion, or intimidate roll, whichever way you're going with this.
Maybe bluff?
I'm going to go,
actually-
let's see. Bluff gets a +7, so we'll go with bluff.
This is actually very much a bluff. I agree with that.
And that is a 22.
Okay. He is like, well, my establishment is clean as a whistle. You can check yourself. Please go back and see the trash cans.
I am checking for myself. You go out front.
Okay. Okay. And he actually heads out, and he seems very, very confused. And it's like you think maybe in a minute he's going to think of something else to say, but for now he just goes out. And who is coming around the side? You've blocked off the exit to the side.
Let's
James?
say the left side of the building.
Okay.
I am also coming, yes,
All right.
from the back.
And then, jump out like paratroopers and
Hoo, 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 hoo.
and
I love
make
it.
way into the alley at the ready.
Okay. So just for, well, I'll say that the rest of you come around just slightly after, but I'm going to say that Tix, because you took the straight way around and you weren't securing the perimeter, Tix, you actually come through slightly first. And this is what you all see. Is in the distance over the hill of Zintel Keep, there's a slow rolling plain that comes up that y'all walked over on the way here. The sun is just beginning to rise up in the east, and the light is streaming down on this back alley that's kind of at a slight angle, so it catches the light as the sun rises. And you see a few different things. Lying in a just impressive amount of blood is Osokai. And there is a black dagger sticking out of his back in the upper left-hand side, and you don't even need to do a medicine check, Tix, that this has almost certainly pierced his heart. And that's not all. As the rest of you come skidding around the side, You also see another figure standing there over the body. It is a figure of a non-human. And for a moment, because you've been hanging out with these, everyone except for Athora, you think, oh, this is Aarakocra. But then you realize it doesn't have wings. It's some other kind of feathered humanoid. And it's standing over Osokai.
Tix will run up, and I am first going to cast Sanctuary on Osokai, and then I will cast Cure Moderate Wounds.
Okay.
Or Cure Serious Wounds. Sorry. Cure Serious Wounds.
Okay.
All right.
All right. And given some things, there are things going on here, as you can well imagine. I just want y'all to know that it may seem at times that I'm not tracking your experience, and while it is absolutely true that I am tracking it in a non-traditional fashion, I want you to know, Tix, that I award extra experience points for your decision to cast Sanctuary on the Osokai.
Excellent.
And you reach forward and you touch his body and you cast a heal that would heal the most serious wounds, and nothing happens.
Rude.
Ugh.
And as you touch, even through your gloved hands, with the one hand holding Destiny Seeker and the other hand testing and casting and speaking the words of your god, the body is cold.
So what is that, 3 times now?
This technically would be at least the third, yes.
Oh,
And then there was that time in the portal thing.
Yeah.
My god. Dad, do you have something to say about how you feel about Lee? Are
Look-
you going to kill Lee?
Look, I had a VCR copy of Aliens 2, and Lee never returned it in the 9th grade, and I've hated him ever since.
Wow.
No, just kidding. No, that is not what's happening. So you do realize, Tix, again, no medicine check is required, because that's the only real reason the spell would not work, is that Osokai appears to not be currently alive.
okay. So I will look up and down our new bird person and grip Destiny Seeker and say, explain yourself.
Okay. And bird person, what would you like to say?
There is a sound of screaming.
That is what you hear. You do not hear words. You just simply hear the sound of screaming come from this bird person's mouth.
Oh. I will advance on him with Destiny Seeker, and
Okay.
I will wait for the others to arrive before I take any other action.
Okay, and I'm going to say at this moment the rest of you come around and you essentially, for all intents and purposes, see the same thing. And I'll even say that y'all saw him cast the heal on Osokai and it have no effect.
Wow! Again! I'm mildly perturbed.
Tix is perturbed also and begins advancing on the bird person a little more menacingly.
Okay. Do you want to try to intimidate? Are you trying to attack?
I'm trying to read the creature's reaction to our presence and see how it reacts,
Okay.
whether it is fearful or hostile. And so I will roll a sense motive. How about that?
There you
That's
go.
a very good one.
All right. And that is a whole 13.
Okay. With a 13 roll, you cannot fully tell. There is both danger and there's both non-aggression coming from this person simultaneously.
Okay.
Is this like Freaky Friday? Freakful Day Your?
Oof.
Yeah. Well, it would not be the first time that Osokai was in the body of another person, given
that.
Captain Jackson. So That's
In
not
both
actually not,
ways.
That's not a bad intuition on Morezi's part.
I will stand over the body and face toward the bird creature. Basically, start calling up a spell. Hand glowing with some sort of malevolent glow, and ask him, "Did you do this?"
Okay. And kind of like how the friendly neighborhood Spider-Man is normally like kind of silly, and not that Penton is silly, but just lighthearted and friendly. There's that time when he like hangs upside down and like comes out of the shadows. And a lot of y'all haven't really seen this before, that suddenly this spell sorcerer, like kind of a shadow comes over his face and
I'll throw an intimidate in there if you want me to.
Sure.
All right, let's. That's a 21.
21. So I would let that be an opposed roll by this bird creature if you would like to roll a willpower save against it.
That is a 23.
Ooh.
Wow. So even though this is quite intimidating and you're slowly being surrounded by some rather beefy people, this is not the kind of scenario you want to find yourself in. You do stand your ground and you don't give way. Do you want to do anything else? Feathered one?
There is the sound of approaching guards.
And y'all hear that. And in fact, you do hear something. You do hear something coming from the main street. And you actually start to hear some in the distance as people are reacting to something that's happening in the main street that's coming towards you. And you get Penton suddenly a flash of danger from Audrey, who has been quite wisely on your part guarding the entrance to the alley.
Okay. Somebody grab this bird and let's get us go back into Audrey and see what's going on out there, because there's something bad happening.
Okay.
I volunteer to lug his massive corpse.
Okay.
Good plan.
And Tix
pure beef.
is going to cast command on the bird creature and say follow.
All right.
Nice.
Go ahead. Is that a opposed roll
Yes. Let's see.
or a save? I would imagine it would be a willpower save, but it might be something else.
It's a 25, so.
Yeah. Oh, you rolled a 25 in opposing that?
Yes.
This is a willful bird.
It is a very willful bird.
Well, it's a
Like
sa-
most
it's,
being
a,
only
it's not
able
an
to
opposing. It's
scream.
just a saving throw, willpower saving throw.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I have a 26.
Yeah, will negates, and you have a 26.
Yeah.
The spell so, yeah.
He is compelled to follow.
You are compelled to follow them. You do not want to, and you pick up Osokai. There's not even though there's certainly blood getting on you, Morezi. There's not a lot because most of it is on the ground because he was stabbed through the heart. And he is quite heavy, but you are an incredibly strong half-orc. And Athora, you might even be kind of helping to balance him as you're heading back.
Okay.
As y'all are heading back to the hut, Penton, you suddenly get a flash of pain from Audrey. And then you hear the screaming and everything just kick up to a whole new notch. And
Oh, boy.
Audrey comes stumbling back, and the knee and part of the leg of Audrey is bubbling and hissing.
Our girl!
I don't even think there's really a point to roll. Penton, you recognize this instantly because you have dispatched people this way. That is acid.
Acid splash, yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Our girl!
All right. Tix is going to run up and cast Restore and Cure Light Wounds.
Okay. You run up and you actually have never tried this before on Audrey. Clearly, Audrey is a living being after a fashion, but it is also a construct. It is both.
Yeah.
So you're actually not 100% sure it works, but it absolutely does. And so roll that rest of the cure spell.
Yeah, it's 7 points of cure.
And y'all see the wound, not completely, but you see it heal over. And Penton, you can feel like the relief come over from Audrey.
Oh, my goodness.
Pain, and it's not the kind of thing that like debilitates you. It's not like
Right.
you have that
It's
kind
just
of
more
limp,
of a
but it's
empathic sense kind of thing.
Exactly. A lot like Aphil, which is she is currently flying above y'all going, Wah, look out! There are things that you expect to see in a city street. Maybe an assassin, like what appears to be happening here. Maybe even like a kobold raid or something. What you are not expecting to see is a giant insect creature with huge legs and mandibles come skittering towards you right down Main Street, coming right for you, trying to kill you.
Yikes.
And I need everyone to roll for initiative.
Initiated. Got it.
How long has it been since I was given the word command? Because it only lasts 6 seconds.
I will definitely say... I'm actually going to say that this first round affects you, and then after that you will be free from it. So, Morezi, you have a 21.
C.
And Athora,
16.
what do you have? 16 for Athora. Okay. And for Tix?
2.
A 2. And what is your dexterity bonus? Yes. I know how much you love those reflex saves.
Yeah. There is no reflex bonus.
Gotcha. Well, the creature did also roll a 2, but it does have a dexterity bonus, so it will go before you. And then, even though you will miss out that you are technically following the group right now, I do still want you to roll for initiative, Lee, and tell me what your order is.
18.
18 for Lee.
8. No, 10. Excuse me.
And that is a 10 for Penton. So it actually will come to you first, Morezi. I want to set the scene real quick. Behind you is the Bobcat's paw. You can see the owner running back inside. He'd actually walked outside because Tix rolled so well. And he's like, ah! And he's running back inside and slamming the door behind him. The alley is to your left that you just came out of. You are technically in front of the Bobcat's paw. There is... there are several buildings directly across from you. This is a fairly wide thoroughfare. It's about 25 feet across. You can see a few people. Just about everybody has scattered at this point because they saw this giant creature coming. By the way, it's about 10 feet long.
Yikes.
So just think of a
What
10
kind
foot...
of, you said it was insect-like. What kind of bugs might it resemble?
The closest thing would probably be an ant. But it definitely has an ant-like feel to it with the mandibles, and it's got like the feelers that are kind of down, but it's got that jaggedness to it of a spiny creature.
Icky. Okay.
And unsurprisingly, this isn't hiding anything at all. You can see little bits dripping off of its mandibles and splashing onto the ground.
That explains the acid. Okay.
Yes. Given that it is at a distance, you also get an idea about that acid as well. But Morezi, it is your turn.
I know only one thing. But honestly, this is getting kind of old. Ah!
I go into a rage.
Okay.
Yay, the barbarian raged!
Yeah, for once in my life. I'm going to roll to attack it. Let's see. For your first attack, you add your strength modifier to your attack roll, right?
Yes.
Yes.
That's something I never do.
Oh, it's kind of a big deal. Yes, that's a really big deal.
Okay, yeah. I roll for my first attack. That is, let's see. Oh my god, I've got a very big base attack bonus, so it's over 20. So I hit it.
That does hit.
Oh, I haven't even gotten my dice out. Silly me.
Just so you know, over 20 doesn't always mean you hit.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah.
But in this case, it does.
But in this case, it does, so it's fine. 7 points of pointy damage.
Okay. What part of the creature are you striking?
I'm coming straight at it. I'm probably targeting its mandibles because those look dangerous.
Okay. I'm going to say that you burrow into one of its mandibles and it kind of it doesn't come off, but you break it. And it shrieks in that way that only fantasy insects do that.
That's what I'm talking about. And for my second attack,
So your first one is +6, and your second one is +1.
cool,
There you go.
awesome. Yeah, okay. And for my second attack, I roll against the nasty bug. Again, targeting its other mandible. That is a 12.
It is... one thing, unsurprisingly, this bug is really well armored. So that second attack just boom, cracks off its hard exoskeleton. And that will bring it... currently you are still following this group helplessly, Lee. So that's your turn. And then we will bring it to Athora.
Okay. Alright. I'm gonna swing my sword at it.
All right.
Try and chop off one of the sensory. That's a 20, not natural.
That will hit.
Great. 14 points of damage.
14. So you did more damage than twice as much damage as Morezi. So yours comes around. You're not quite as tall as Morezi, so you swing around and catch it in the side of one of its legs, and you see the leg like crack inwards as it shrieks, and you see little bits of acid splashing onto the pavement. And your second attack?
That's a 16.
That will not hit.
Okay.
It is incredibly armored.
Dun, dun, dun.
But you did hit it, and that will actually bring it to Penton.
Well, let's see how it likes some lightning bolt. And, I run up, kind of off to the side and kind of just aim for its midsection so I don't get too close to the folks chopping at its face. So that is, I'm guessing, a reflex save. We'll take half.
It's for half damage, yes.
Right.
Not do well, so it takes full damage. Rolled a 6.
Good.
Even with its bonuses, that's not going to do it. It has pretty good bonuses.
Yeah.
Not that good.
Is 20 points of damage.
Yeah. So what is the smell of a bug cooking? Well, y'all just got to find out.
I'm assuming it's unpleasant since it's got acid coursing through its system.
Exactly.
I would say it probably kind of just shakes, electrifies, and probably gives off a nasty, noxious, gassy acid poof that just flies up into the air.
Yes, that is exactly what happens. I'm going to say that Morezi, obviously, when you went to engage in combat, you laid down the body of Osokai. Obviously, it's hard to engage in combat when you're carrying a 300-pound individual. What I want y'all, what you see is as it collapses and is clearly dying before it dies, it takes a few more steps towards Osokai and then just to the ground. By the way, at this moment, the follow command breaks. What is y'all's goal at this point? What do you want to do?
Figure out if Osokai is really dead or it's some kind of magic thing.
And if this bird
interrogate the bird person.
The bird person would like to take the opportunity to get the hell out of here. Now, please.
Y'all see he's following behind you, and then it's just like a binary yes or no thing, and then suddenly he is free, and he
Can I take the opportunity to roll grapple on him?
Give me a quick initiative roll.
Cool.
To let me know which of y'all acts first.
Oh, not me. That's a 6.
20.
7.
Okay.
6.
7. Okay, and Lee.
21.
21. Okay, so he begins running first. Lee, what is this individual's run speed?
30.
my
30.
run
Normal 30, yeah.
30? Okay, because there is one thing about barbarians is they are fast.
Mm-hmm.
Am I faster during a rage? Because my base speed is also 30.
Mm-hmm.
Is
am
it?
I faster? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure it's because of my armor. Because wait,
Yeah. If
Mhm.
because it'll crank down.
It's because you're
let
wearing
me-
scale mail, yeah.
let me check my character sheet. Yeah,
Because if you're unarmored, then your base speed should be 40.
yeah.
I think that's what it is because you're wearing scale mail.
Either that or I did the math wrong. But so can I catch up to him with 30 versus 30?
Well, he's certainly going to get going first. So if you're going to catch him, you're going to need to do something to catch up to him. Either use one of your skills or do something or somehow knock him down. Because right now y'all are running it at an even pace and he moved first.
Oh, you know what? I'm going to roll attack against him because I have a hunter by race keep on me 4 bolas, those little rocks tied to strings.
And
I'm going to try to use.
This is what they are designed to do.
I'm going to try to aim it at his lower region, see if I can trip him up. Yes, it's an attack. It'll also hopefully do damage. Let's see. That didn't roll right. That is 28.
Wow. I'm assuming your armor class is below 28.
It's not 28. No.
So you are running and you are fast. You are covering that 30 speed. You are heading towards the another side alley to get out. And the part of your brain that kicks in when you're in a situation like this hears this.
Can I get a reflex on that?
I will allow you to make a reflex save to not fall down, but you are definitely going to be tangled and have to stop to free yourself.
Oh, that's okay.
Also, you
I'm
take 2
happy
points of damage.
I'm happy with
Okay.
that.
Yeah, I'll let you make a reflex save to not fall down.
Okay. That's 30. Wait, no, 29. I can count.
Okay. So you all see this happen as he stop and he does like this little hop 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 like a bird on one foot and he immediately reaches down to start untangling the bola, but he has to stop in order to do it.
I'm going to say that since I get 2 attacks, I feel... Does that mean that based on the way that turns and actions work, I can also in this turn try and grapple him?
It's kind of a gray area. I am going to allow it because you were running forward. I'm going to allow you to attempt to grapple.
Okay. I think I just roll an attack roll, and I think I roll against his flat-footed armor class.
It's an opposed grapple check, so we both roll and add our grapple modifier.
Yes.
Let's see. Where is that funny little grapple modifier? Yes, there it is. 14.
18.
I was going to say, would being tangled up eliminate his dex modifier?
Nope.
Oh,
This is a wiggly bird.
yeah. And it's kind of you have this weird flashback to when you were trying to catch that skeletal chipmunk, and it just kept like whip, like jumping between your hands. That like you're this big, huge barbarian, and you're fast too. It's not like you're just big and slow. You're fast, and you just leap forward, and he just kind of does this other little hop as he pulls his leg the rest of the way out of the bola, and you just catch on air. You actually just barely keep yourself from falling over.
And I believe I can use skills as a free action.
Yes.
So, Escape Artist.
Okay.
27.
Clearly, your character has a set of skills that makes them
I have a
very
unique
good at
set
what
of
they
skills.
do. Exactly. As Liam Neeson chimes in the background, and you all see him just do this weird little hop to the side and left, and then the bola just falls to the ground as he comes free. I would like no. Actually, what I'm going to say is Penzin.
Yes.
You get a empathetic. It's so weird. It's like this echo vision. You get an empathetic transmission simultaneously from Audrey and from Aphil at the same time.
We're triangulating.
Exactly. They are warning you of something happening behind you.
All right, I will turn and look.
Okay. And you see this part has clearly already happened, but your combat brain has pieced together what's going on here is a manhole cover to the sewers. Think about like every Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles cartoon has slid aside, and there is a gaunt, hideous, like living corpse looking creature, and it is coming forward towards Osokai's body.
Oh.
No thanks.
No, sir. Do I get any kind of like reaction to this?
I will absolutely let you act because it's not concerned with you. It's concerned with Osokai's body.
Okay. It's like on the ground, like crawling around, walking around.
Yeah, I will. It has crawled out of the sewer. You can tell by the way, it's not a big fan of the light. You just can. It's like, but it's not like it's burning or anything.
It's
just
got the
doesn't
moves like
care for it.
Gollum.
Yeah, this is totally imagine Gollum, but a little beefier and definitely much bigger.
All
And
right.
uglier.
That is exactly what you're seeing here.
Well, it doesn't seem to like the light, so let's crank it up. I am going to basically cast light on its face.
Okay,
That should make him lose a turn, right?
it may. It's
Because I'm
very
pretty
possible.
sure, like, in a lot of light-sensitive monster manual pages, it says this guy loses a turn if a daylight spell or abruptly going into the light.
Well, let's find out.
Let's see here. How would we do that as far as, like, would it be an attack roll?
It would be an attack. Yeah,
Okay. Yeah, ranged bonus. Oh, and that's a natural 20.
a natural 20. Just imagine the brightest halogen light like going off in front of this creature's face, and even the light is coming up. Like I said, the sun is rising, but there's still a shadow being cast over the main area, so it's just like a little bit dimmer. And then it just boom, and this creature just screams. It is just like and it curls backwards. It was completely unaware of your existence. And
It knows me now.
it does, and it is definitely at least temporarily blinded. You can see its eyes as it's clawing at its eyes, and it's just hideous looking, just dirty, filthy hands.
Well, stop describing me like that, Dad.
Look, if you would wash your hands once in a while.
Tix is still focused on the bird person because he doesn't have birds to give him third sight or whatever it is that Fenton is getting. And so
Very accurate.
Tix will cast Command one more time on the bird person and say halt,
Okay.
and that's a will save, and that is another 26.
Goodness, y'all are just killing the rolls today.
Yeah, I can't roll higher than that. I got a natural 20, but my will's 5, so it's 25.
I got a natural
Okay,
20 also, and my spellcasting is 6.
So you've escaped from this bola. You hopped out. You missed out the grapple, and you're just about to make your turn, and you just feel it again. That it echoes in your mind. Halt! And
Check
you
something.
you stop. Okay, Thora. I'm going to say that you were actually closer to Penton, and you saw what happened with this creature. Is there anything that you would like
Can I
to do?
just like put my boot down on it and hold him down from getting to the body?
The
Like,
ghoul, yeah. Well, there I go. Bad me.
Oops.
I
That's
knew
okay.
it was a ghoul.
That's okay. That's okay. I wasn't trying that hard to hide it.
So if he says to halt, if the command has the potential to cause harm to the target, it doesn't work. And for my reasoning, there's a giant ant. If I halt, I'm in danger.
Well,
it's
the
dead,
giant
right?
the giant ant is dead.
I don't know that.
I mean, you did see I want to say that you saw the lightning bolt cook it like an egg.
I've seen a
It
lot
was
of
kinda
things.
hard to- it was
I've
hard
seen
to
a lot of
ignore.
things get cooked. Come on,
It says
you know my story.
Okay, I will allow you to make a intelligence roll. This is just any int bonus you have, just a straight int bonus,
Okay.
intelligence bonus. And tell
It
me
would help
what
if
that
I
is.
rolled the dice on the table instead of dropping it through the hole in the desk. That
Stop
is
putting,
22.
stop putting holes in
22.
your desk.
Okay,
I sit
so with
in
a
the
20
corner of my desk, so I'd roll on the desk and then I dropped it through the corner.
Here's the thing: you realize what is going on. That the ant is dead. That they are coming towards you. They are trying to capture you. Do not think that they are trying to kill you necessarily, but you do know the consequences of what they saw.
Oh yeah.
And so,
Oh, yeah.
given that, and given everything that is coming before this, I am going to allow. What I'm going to say is, for the next 6 seconds, you are at half speed.
Okay.
Because you're caught between two, but because you also realize the danger, it is affecting you as well.
Okay.
But you are able to move.
But I will be
But it's
free
like,
next round.
moving slowly. Yes. I'm getting out of here. Isabel and I said before we started recording that slow yells are always funny. Exactly. It is always funny.
I'm going to be running up to him at the same time.
Okay. And
I
Athora,
also.
15
so both of you do catch up with him. Athora, I would like you to make a straight attack roll to beboot this ghoul to the ground.
Attack roll would be a 15.
15? Oh, 14. So you just foot comes down, and it's kind of like a grapple. So you don't have him completely locked down, but your boot just comes down, and I'd like you to roll a 1d4 and add your damage bonus.
Yeah, plus he is blinded right now, so there's a disadvantage.
He is absolutely blinded. So he would have actually would have made him flat-footed, so he would have had even lower AC. But even without that, she hit.
4? Yeah.
4? Okay. So I just his head kind of kutunks off the ground as your boot comes down and locks into the back of his neck as your powerful fighter body comes down and your boot comes down on the nape of his neck, and he's just scrambling and his claw hands are just trying to get at you, but he can't quite from the angle he's at right now.
Nice.
That is when you are moving away from them, Lee.
Mm-hmm.
You are moving away from them, and you are getting back to the shadows, and that is when a shadow creature comes out towards you. I obviously this means absolutely nothing to everyone else. You recognize it, and I will say no more. That you recognize it. This is in the shadows where you are, as I said, this area. It's not like it's deep shadow or anything, but both you, Tix and Morezi, just see this shadowy humanoid form with glowing red eyes rise out of the shadows, and it's coming towards all of you.
Don't love that.
Yeah. I think what we're going to need to do right now is we're going to need to roll for initiative.
Alrighty.
Huzzah.
It's a 12 for Penton.
12 for Penton.
6.
A 6 for Morezi. And Lee?
23.
23 for Lee. And for Penton? Oh, you already said Penton. I'm sorry, Tix, what I meant to say.
That's a 20 for Tix.
20 for Tix? Y'all are really killing these rolls.
Yeah, but it's a waste on initiative.
You never know.
Necessarily.
Not for me.
First strike. And Athora, what did you roll?
I think it was a 14.
That's okay. 14? Okay, that's fine. Go with that for Athora. And so, Lee, you are... I'm going to say that you're just now, your slowness breaks. This smoke monster is coming towards you. The other ones are coming from the other direction.
Oh boy. Yeah, okay. I actually... Oh no. I'm gonna turn tail and run behind Tix and Morezi.
Okay.
Wait, do we get an attack of opportunity?
If you wish, you can take a standard attack against him. You cannot do a special move. Like, you can't try to grapple him.
I mean, all I'm doing is going behind you, but it's your call.
Right. If you do want to attack him, you can take a single attack against him.
I don't know. I feel like I should maybe have as many allies against a monster I know nothing about.
So I will allow that movement. Do you want to take any other action?
I'm going to make the sound of that laugh from the initiation. I can't remember his name, but that laugh that he did.
Mm-hmm.
That's the sound that's going to come out.
Okay.
The one where he was like, well done, or something like that, I remember.
Yes. Y'all hear this deep, throaty, powerful voice, He's
like a little copycat guy.
Maybe.
Basically.
Morezi is kind of like thinking something along those lines. And
Morezi's like,
his voice changed.
Izzy is like, oh, I see what's happening here.
Yes. That will bring it to Tix.
Tix is going to cast Protection from Evil.
Okay.
And that gives him +2 to AC and +2 to saving throws. Step up between the bird and the shadow.
Now, what kind of things does protection from evil forbid from attacking you? As I recall, that's part of it.
Protection, let's see. The barrier
Anything
blocks
evil
any
aligned.
attempt. Huh?
Sorry?
What'd you say, Lee?
Anything evil aligned by the sound of it.
Yeah. The barrier blocks.
Is it literally anything that's aligned, or does it need to be a certain kind of creature?
The spell wards a creature from attacks by evil creatures, from mental control, and from summoned creatures. It creates a magical barrier around the subject at the distance of 1 foot. The barrier moves with the subject. Gain +2 AC and +2 resistance to saves. Both bonuses apply against attacks or effects made by evil creatures.
Okay.
Second,
Gotcha.
the barrier blocks any attempt to possess the warded creature by magic or to exercise a mental control over the creature. Effects of enchantment, effects that grant the caster control over the subject.
I think what you're looking for is touch attacks don't work.
Yeah.
You can't touch him.
You have a fairly good idea that this is probably an evil creature as it comes towards you, and that will bring it actually to Athora. You've got 1 boot. You are essentially grappling this ghoul right now. Got your boot on the back of its neck. What would you? And it is currently blinded. What would you like to do?
Can't interrogate or do anything.
I mean,
You could try.
Rob, you could try, but you are in the middle of. It wants very badly to kill you
I'm trying
right
to
now.
decide whether to kill
So it
it
is
or
not-
So I think I'm just gonna
Gotcha.
kill it.
Your character, even you haven't really encountered a ghoul, but you understand that this is an undead creature.
Yeah.
And is not, it's not like a kobold.
Yeah.
It's pretty evil and killing.
I've just got this image of a Thora standing with its foot on its back of its neck and it sort of brings her sword up in a golf swing and just shing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Don't take off your toes.
Okay.
I won't.
So I'm going to allow this attack, and then I am going to need you to do something specific. So first I need you to attack.
Okay. That's a 24.
Okay.
Well,
That will definitely hit, and it is also flat-footed because you are stepping on its head. So that hits, and roll for damage.
8 points of damage.
Okay. So you've actually done 12 points of damage to it already. You hack into its shoulder down, and you hear it scream. And something happens when you hack into its shoulder, which is just the horrid smell of rot. Just comes up from it like a rotten mushroom. And I need you to make a fortitude saving throw.
Man, it's like that part in Figment with the skunk.
Yes, that is exactly what it's like.
That's a 9.
A 9. So you gag on this. And I would like you to roll a 1d6 plus 4. Uh-huh.
I like the sadism of making her roll her own the damage against herself.
That's a 6.
A 6. So you are sickened for 6 minutes. You have a -2 on attack rolls and saving throws and ability checks.
Nice.
So you are basically just going because it's just
That's 100 rounds.
that's true.
Great.
It's true. So until something happens that changes that. Yeah, I mean, but you just basically like you're like, it's in my mouth, it's in my mouth, it's in my nose, it's in my nose. Oh no, oh no,
That's
oh god,
gross.
oh god. It is very, very bad. Well, this is a horrifying undead creature. That's what they do. But you have also very badly damaged it, so take comfort in that. And your second attack, I'm going to let you get your second attack now at -2.
15.
The good news is you can't be sickened further.
Oh, that's
So,
comforting.
once you're in, you're in.
yeah.
You can't unsmell it.
It's like being in the reptile cage.
That smell's going to keep you up at night.
9 points of damage.
9 points of damage. Y'all, those who like happens to be facing this way, Pinson being one of them, you see her go like, and then she just come back down and just, and the head just bloop, bloop, bloop. rolls off
Nice.
as she decapitates it. And it's since it is undead, it continues to kind of for a few seconds, and then its animation ceases and dies.
Great.
So and you're there's like that moment of victoriousness, and then you're just kind of like. Because you are still quite sickened by this. And speaking of Penton, that will bring it to your turn.
It's that moment of how dare you make me bleed my own blood. How dare you make me puke my own puke.
Exactly.
Stab.
Exactly. Penton, you see out of the corner of your eye this mysterious smoke monster with glowing red eyes. You have no idea what this is. You have not seen one before. Or even heard of it. It is coming towards the party.
All right. Well, I don't know if it's undead, but we're going to find out. So I'm going to kick on my Holy Radiance and trot on over there. And as long as it's within 10 feet of me, it'll start to hiss and take D4 points of damage per round.
Okay.
So basically just want to test the water and see if it gets a reaction.
All right.
Michael, if it's what I think it is, doesn't light, give it away?
Well, you're about to find out.
I just wanted to see that one, because...
No, your assessment is valid, and in fact, what happens is you have your staff and you kind of strike it, Gandalf style into the ground, and your silver robe radiates energy as you come towards this thing. And you literally you are used to dealing with supernatural creatures, and they hiss and they shriek and they moan, but this one goes ah, which is not what they normally do. And as it is bathed in bright radiance, you see a completely normal human, and he is wearing a simple gray robe. And he has a unusual belt around his robe. He flinches
Is
back
anyone else- wait.
as you approach in your radiance, and that will actually bring it. That actually brings it to his turn, and he is gonna try to turn and run. He's gonna pull a lead.
So I'm guessing he didn't start hissing.
He's going to turn and no, he does not hiss.
Okay.
He turns to run. Bring it to you, Marezi. You see this smoke monster turn into a completely normal human, and he is turning and trying to run.
Okay, first attack, I'm going to roll to grapple.
Okay.
A lot of grappling this this session.
Fair.
You feeling handsy?
23. I'm feeling very handsy.
And so, as one of my favorite things to say is, he's turning to run. You are actually on the other side of him now. And he's turning to run, so he doesn't actually see the corner of his eye sees the shadow of this 6 foot half orc coming towards him, and then just as he is just tackled to the ground by Marezi. He is a completely average-sized human, and he utterly fails to stop you as you restrain him.
Who are you? What's going on?
Let me go! Let me go!
No!
You don't know who you're messing with!
Seems like a stinky guy.
Tix is going to jump on his back
Okay, I love it.
Ride him like a horse.
and hook Destiny Seeker's axe bill around the Adam's apple of his neck and rein him in like a wayward horse.
Okay, and you feel his neck like jerks back as the blade bites in, and you hear Destiny Seeker say, yes, he's a criminal, take his head.
Soon enough.
Of course, you're the only one. You're the only one who hears that.
Soon enough, we'll take his head. And I whisper that in his ear.
He's like, wait, what? No, you do not dare.
I do a lot of things that people say I shouldn't. I sound very,
I'll
very
turn-
menacing. I want to do a intimidate.
Go ahead and roll that intimidation.
And that is a 19.
19. He cowers before you, and also from Destiny Seeker that is biting into his neck. And he goes, don't want to do this. I am part of a powerful group of people, and you do not want to do this. They will take retribution if you do.
Yes, but they'll have one less head to hand over to us in the meantime. I think what you're going to do right now is undo that fancy belt of yours and drop it to the ground. Or I'll take your head and then take the belt.
Okay, and currently Morezi has to actually let his hands free in order for him to do that, because he is restrained. But he complies. It drops to the ground, and you can detect unsurprisingly, an evil aura coming from it.
Okay. Does his cloak give off any sense of magic either?
No. As far as you can tell, it is a plain gray cloak.
Morezi, check him.
Well, I take that back. There is a symbol on it.
Oh.
It has the symbol of an eye, and there is a jagged line drawn through the eye.
And what does your symbol stand for your little group that will threaten us?
You do not know what you are... Well, okay, fair. You said that, and you don't know. We are...
You don't know who you're messing with. I know, that's why I asked.
He kind of realizes that as he's saying it. And he goes, we are the Cancer Crone. We are the most powerful cult in all the land. You do not understand the power that we wield.
I think you're
Why'd
delusional.
you choose a name that sounds like a middle schooler's joke?
If you're so powerful,
really
how come we've never heard of you?
Because that is the way. That is what we wish. That is how we operate from the shadows. And his eyes linger on the belt that did not serve him super well.
That's convenient.
With one of his hands slightly free, making any actions that you think would have been appropriate for your character, but you are at least still there in some fashion. Mm-hmm. And he points a finger at this bird creature, and he say, "He was supposed to finish the job."
What job, little man?
And then he...
And that's coming from him.
Well, and he gestures again with his hand, and he gestures at the body of Osokai. And he goes, he was supposed to finish this creature and ensure... That was my job, was to ensure that the body could not be resurrected.
What?
Oh, that's the ghoul.
Yes, yes. That's why we brought forth creatures, the insect, to consume it with acid so that it could not be resurrected. And if that failed, the ghoul would take its pleasure, consuming his flesh.
The only thing that ghoul is enjoying now is a whole lot of dirt.
So
yes, is a dirt nap.
So you're telling me that you're an evil, plotting assassin. Am I correct? Part of an evil organization bent on destruction.
I am an emissary of the Cancer Crone, and you all have opposed us for long enough, and we identified an opportunity of weakness where one of your group was separated from you, and we knew that we could take him out forever.
Forever with Osokai is not very long.
The thing that you do realize, and of course Tix, you realize this more than anyone else, is if in a fairly short period of time you are able to find someone to resurrect Osokai, then you might be able to resurrect him if you can do it in time. And that's where we'll end Chafing Armor, episode 91. Thank you all for playing.
Thank you for
killing Osokai again.
He deserves it. He deserves it. And we'll, come on. Let's face it. We'll find out what the fate of Osokai will be, and what's going on with this strange bebelted fellow, and all other questions will be answered in episode 92. But until then, make sure and check out our Chafing Armor Twitter account. I'm having way too much fun on there. Interact with us on there, or any of the other social medias.
Hit us up on the face tubes.
That's right. We're also on the face tubes.
And be sure to check out the website too.
Oh, yes.
Yes.
Lee's been working very hard on that, and we appreciate it. And you can read the bios of each character and find out more. And we're adding more things on the chafingarmor.com website every day.
Yes, thank you, Lee.
Yes, indeed. All right. Well, good night, everyone.
Good night.
Night.
Sweet dreams, peoples.
And we will roll with you soon.
By the way, do you need your feet?
A new meaning to send foot pics.
No, don't. No.
Oh,
No. Okay, Riley treats Feet Wiki like a catalogue. I like that one, and that one, and that
You're making me
one.
sound like a serial killer.
I like
You're the one that has
nails are
multiple
painted.
feet in the grave.
Where are you keeping the rest of the body, Riley? Where are you keeping the rest of the body?
I feed them to my ferocious guinea pigs who will just tear you limb from limb. But leave the feet.
Are they similar to my vicious attack
Yes.
lizards?
Ooh, let's watch them fight.
Dangerous.
They're like,
We could put them both in the feet pit and watch them fight.
Feet pit!
It serves a dual purpose now.
It functions as rough terrain, so
And neither of them she can tell her father about the animal fighting pit or the foot pit. Welcome to the group, Riley.
I'm not saying
Foot
it.
pit!
I heard once she tried to stop. She couldn't kick the habit.
Oh.
Go to jail.
I'd give my big toe not to hear that joke again.
All right, I'm back.
I'll be
I'm
the soul.
defeated
I'll be the
by
soul of
this.
discretion.
Yeah, we weren't saying anything. It's fine.
We're talking about feet. Want to join us?
Sure.
Can't wait till this episode comes. This particular part of the episode comes out in the Christmas special.
Best of the scenes
Oh, yes.
behind
This has been
the.
a really strange.
the Christmas traditional foot chat.
Yeah,
Or
I have to-
the end of season special, I guess.
I have to say this has been a really weird story arch.
Ooh.
I think Mike was busily writing notes for when we encounter the foot dimension.
Scroll. Yeah. Gonna get 15,000 hits if I
with the-
start that.
With the Foot Clan.
Yeah, the moment when I realized that the Foot Clan was actually a parody of the Hand from X-Men or Marvel was quite a moment for me.
Foot Clan, that's turtles, man. That's turtles.
No, it's true. It's quite true. It was all just supposed to be a joke.
It's turtles all the way down.
Oh, well done. I gotta give you
Thank you.
a clap for that one.
Thank you.